So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everyone, it's a new episode of Ho Hong Kong. I'm sitting here, kind of cold, with my buddy who is warmer.
I am much warmer. I have the jacket on my body covering the hair on my arms and the warmth in my soul.
That's why I'm cold, because my soul is
Cold.
doesn't exist.
Yes,
it's very empty in there.
Yeah, it's like every song at some point, every artist has had that song lyric where my soul is cold.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's a rhyme. That's
Yes.
gonna work. Yeah. So you guarantee you have some of those. But we're over here again. Enjoying this hot, and then got cold, and got humid, and got dry. And
Yes. I think it's one of the longer. Maybe we say that every year, but one of the longer cold weather stints in Hong
I
Kong.
can say that. I think the last time I remember this happening was back in 2015. The reason I say that is because I went to Melbourne for the Comedy Festival my first time.
Yes.
And I remember precisely going there and getting there and saying the weather's similar weather, you know?
Oh, okay.
And then when I came back to Hong Kong in May, and I was like, oh, this is Hong Kong humidity.
Right.
I remember now. So the fact that I didn't remember it before going to Melbourne, I was like, yeah, definitely that year had this year's temperature as well.
Yes.
Which tells you every 10 years we're going to have good weather.
Okay. Well, do you consider this good?
I like
now we're
this.
recording, when it's still kind of gray and cold.
Well, gray
outside.
and cold is okay as long as you're all sweaty and humid and stuff.
That's true. Yes.
It's a bit overcast today, definitely, but I would say I would take overcast days over humid, sunny days.
That's true. We took the dog to around the Tai Tam Reservoir area yesterday, and walked around for 3 hours. Not a drop of sweat.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's what I mean.
It's like no one is gassing out, even on the high inclines and stuff.
Yeah. Right?
It's the time for it before. Maybe by the time this comes out, it's already over. It's already warm
I'm sure
and gross again.
within the next 24 hours, it's going to be humid as 42 degrees.
Yes.
We're having every news article is about climate change.
Oh, yeah.
People are wearing sports t-shirts, but somehow it's supposed to be sweat wicking and doesn't wick any sweat. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you have those t-shirts where it's supposed to be it doesn't show sweat on it, and then it turns out it's but it's not waterproof. You see? So it's actually just soaked. Yeah, so you have that.
Speaking of t-shirts, I am wearing coincidentally a genuine Hugo Boss t-shirt.
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. Well, I've had it
This
for a long
is the
time.
Hugo Boss t-shirt?
It is, yes.
What's the inspiration?
The inspiration is very simple. During COVID, the government was giving people handouts, and I exclusively started buying dumb shit because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
So I actually bought a couple of basically luxury items, and also I have Balenciaga shoes that I've never worn because they look so ridiculous.
Oh my
But they're
God.
also thanks to the Hong Kong government handout.
Yeah.
I just decided to, because I had a job at the time, the coffee job. So I didn't really need the money. It's just extra money. So I'm I'll just buy dumb shit. So this is a genuine Hugo Boss t-shirt.
This looks brand new.
Yeah, because I don't wear it a lot because
Yeah.
it's luxury item. I just have it hanging in my closet.
So you're one of those people that you're when you have that really good item, you're I keep it in sealed.
Yes.
Are you the
exactly.
type of person that when they have a television screen, they keep that little plastic on the edges?
Not on the TV screen, but on the phone.
On the phone?
On the phone, with that extra screen protector.
Oh, yeah,
I keep that
yeah.
one. On the
Oh.
TV screen, it's a bit annoying because you can really see
The reflection?
the reflection, and also it just really mutes the colors.
Yeah.
But on the phone, I keep it for a while
What about-
until it starts papping out from the
The
sides,
edges
and
that
then
you're
I'm
"Aye,
fuck,
aye,
I have
enough."
to-
Yeah. Okay, so basically, those LED screens and stuff that have that little thin layer of plastic.
Yes.
to protect- You keep those for
Yes.
small items.
Yes.
What about then the edge of the TV? In other words, not the TV screen.
Yeah.
But you know how along the edge of the TV they have that one little thin plastic strip.
Yes.
That you need, it's a really long set, but this goes up.
To be honest, I have not done that for a very long time, just because I haven't bought a brand new TV.
Oh, you buy secondhand, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Either buy
yeah.
secondhand, or it's in the apartment that I rent or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't recall buying a brand new TV in the last since I came to Hong Kong.
So are you the type of person that when you buy stuff, you will keep the box as well?
Yes. So
keep the box.
I have a drawer of boxes of like phones and like earphones and stuff.
Yeah.
And my logic is usually like, oh, you go back and like find like the warranty slip or whatever.
Yeah.
None of this makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just junk in your drawer.
Yeah.
So I now have like 3 phones ago. Actually, what happens is that when the phone dies,
Yes.
the phone goes back in its box, and now I have boxes of old phones.
So you have the old phone in its box as
In
a
its box,
coffin.
yes, in a
which you
coffin.
can't use.
Correct.
Dude, that would have a lot of resale value.
Yeah, probably.
For sure, yeah,
that was
yeah.
not my intention, but I should go back and like probably just sell the phone in like Sham Shui Po with its box.
I'm sure, yeah. Like, and then people will be like, oh, it's a full collection for people who want to have that kind of collection.
Okay, yeah. You mean
Yeah,
like to
totally.
collectors and stuff?
Yeah,
I have
you
like
know.
literally like 10, 15-year-old phones in their boxes
Oh,
with
man.
all of their accessories, like whatever is left.
Yeah.
It's just all there. It's like a little coffin.
Dude, this is like, because I tell you this because like when, let's say, camera lenses and stuff, when I go to
Yes.
secondhand market, you get like an extra 5 or 10% with if the box is included.
Yes. I
Which
see.
I'm the type of guy, before not so much because I was like, oh, I might want to sell this and stuff one day. Now I'm like, I have limited space in my home.
Yes.
And I'm like, the moment my item is in being used,
Yes.
the box is gone.
Right. Yes.
I'm like, I don't care if you whatever you want to say. I cannot have this paper box in my house potentially collecting bugs.
Yes.
And getting
That
humid
makes
in
sense.
summer. Yeah.
I think for the bigger items, like we talked about our Dysons a few
Yeah,
weeks ago.
those gotta go, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Dyson box is just too big. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the idea of having it, but there's no chance it can stay in the house. So that's gone. But then the Dyson like little like cover thing that they give you with like I think mine like give you like a little like there is a cover
the
for the
plastic cover?
extensions. No,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
a little like
Oh, okay.
pouchy thing.
Oh yeah.
That
yeah.
one has to stay because it's just too nice,
Ah.
right? So it's like the stuff that is generally nice.
Yeah.
I keep.
Yeah.
But like any box, like big cardboard boxes, I don't know who has space for that in Hong
Yeah.
Kong. That's
Well, I
crazy.
mean, the good thing is that cardboard boxes is highly attracted by many individuals in Hong Kong.
Correct. Yes.
With the paper box, cardboard box industry.
What is the resale value of these, by the way?
I think I heard it's like $1 1 kilo.
Okay. That's
You know?
not too bad.
It's not too bad. And
Yeah,
what happens, I remember the process when I was talking to someone, they would say that a lot of the people who collect cardboard boxes,
Yeah.
they would obviously put some water over it to
Yes.
add the weight. But
Yes.
like when you go around town and you really do collect them, you can get quite a few kilos of that stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Yes,
And that's why
yes.
you got people with the trucks and everything coming down, like they're going all in. you
Yes,
know?
yes.
Right? So I think that is the thing. And obviously you have the green stations that do the recycling.
Yes, yeah,
every
the
week.
six,
Yeah,
the six,
the
yeah.
6G,
You are a
whatever
big
you
fan
want.
of that,
I'm a
right?
big fan of that, yeah.
I
'cause-
used to have one in front of my old place in Saigon that opened right when I moved out, which is really annoying because there was one behind me and I was too lazy.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's always the excuse of like, I would have recycled if you
Yeah.
guys open at the right time.
So let me
but
ask you
it's
this.
your fault.
Yeah, right. You didn't make it convenient for me.
Exactly.
Which is true, actually. Like initially, when they took away those recycling bins, I was like, screw this, man. You
Yes.
know, if you don't want to help me, I can't help you, kind of thing.
Yes.
Then they got the green stations happening, and the best thing that they do is now there's 2 ways to play the game. One is you go in and you take your stuff and you put it into their different compartment bins. The other ones you line up and you get your points for the weight of your items.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, so they
yes.
actually have a little point system, and as much as we've mocked and made fun of where I own 2 houses,
Yes.
I will go line up. Yeah.
So you can get the points.
And get the points, and eventually, after I don't know how many, maybe
You get a
2
pack of noodles or something?
Yeah, literally a pack of noodles, man. Yeah, like you get like one of those like Shanghai noodles, or
Yes.
like maybe a bottle of oil.
Yes.
I'm like, let me just say, the best thing is
Yeah.
what they didn't realize is that bottle of oil, it has a plastic container,
Yes.
which I can then
You can just
recycle.
recycle.
And I'm like, this is called compound interest, people. Okay, I'm reinvesting the
Yes.
plastic bottle they gave me back to go into the next thing, which I can now reinvest and reinvest
I really hope. Did you ever get recognized in that line?
all the time. Dude, the guys recognize me all the time, man.
Like they know who
They
you
know who
are.
I am.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they know who
God.
I am.
Did
Yeah,
they
yeah.
not call you out on it?
Like they're like looking at you. Need to line up. What's wrong with you? No, you. Okay, this is the thing. You must understand the psychology of someone who does work in those stations is that they are the type of person who wants to save the planet, right?
Yes, of course.
So the fact that they see someone like myself lining up,
Yeah.
they're not going to be like, "Oh, you cheapskate, you want."
Yes, yes.
They're like, "Oh, this guy's legit. Like he's really coming
Right,
every week."
right. Yes, yes.
And
I
they're
see.
forgetting the fact that I'm trying to get that free bottle of oil, and they're thinking this guy has a lot of junk he doesn't want to throw away.
Yes.
and he's trying to recycle.
Yes.
What
So
I-
they're seeing like the good, not the cheap in you.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
really good. Yeah, because that's what they're focused on, right?
Yes.
Life is what you focused on. All right, anyway. So the best part is that what they don't, at least I don't feel that they give me the dirty eye and
Yes.
the weird look of, is like you're back here this week again?
Yeah.
With this much shit?
Yeah. It's like
dude,
how
what
much
did you-
shit do you buy?
Like,
Yeah.
what have you done in your life that you got like this much junk in 1 week?
Yeah.
Now remember, I'm on Cambridge, which means we have 3 stations. Okay.
Mm.
On a Monday morning, we have it under the escalator. On a Thursday evening, we have the same thing under the
Oh
escalator.
my God, I love that you know their schedule.
I know
so
the
well.
schedule, dude. Yeah, and then on Saturday afternoon, we have another one like a little far off, but I
Yes.
can walk to it. And I can still somehow every week at least hit 2 of them.
Nice.
With stuff to give. You get my point?
I love this so much.
And the thing is,
What do you usually? It's just like mostly plastic or just like
paper's
batteries
my,
and
it's
stuff?
big with paper. Like
Okay.
paper's my thing because
Okay.
like I get so much that say mail or documents and this and that I got to deal
So you
with.
give them even like if you get like a whatever bullshit advertising in the
Oh, yeah,
mail,
yeah, that gets-
you can recycle
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You just
yeah,
give
yeah.
it to them.
Yes, yeah.
Wow,
So
that is actually I imagine it's a lot. Yeah,
It's a lot.
for like the whole household, 2 houses or whatever.
Yeah, 2 houses and everything, everybody
What
put
do they
together.
do with it?
I believe they'll like get the pulp out and
Yeah.
then like turn it into that pulpy whatever
yeah,
thing.
yeah, okay.
But I do feel bad because like there must be some sort of level of human processing or something
Yes,
where they
yes.
got to go through all that stuff and find
Of
oh
course.
someone messed this one up.
Yes,
because I
yes.
could totally tell someone has definitely not cared, just chucked everything. Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is probably why they got rid of the street stations because like people were probably doing that,
Yes.
dumping their junk there. At least here you get
course.
someone monitoring, right? The good thing though is that you do this and then it gets me excited.
Yeah.
And I think this is the power of a deadline where you're like, all right, man, it's Monday morning.
Yeah.
Anything, we have anything to get rid of, you know?
Yes,
And you're
yes.
like, oh, this is it. And that's when I get the incentive to, I have a new item. And I'm like, do I want to keep the box or not? I'm like, well, it's now or never, dude. You either get rid of that box today or
Yes.
wait till Thursday. And
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, all right, screw it, let's go.
Yeah.
And like quickly get processed, take out the little labels, whatever. And I'm like, this has got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Do you not worry? I have this paranoia of like I take my name, like if I have a delivery from like HKTV Mall or something.
I cut the label off.
Yeah. Make sure that your name and phone number or your address
Yeah.
is not connected.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
That-
do the same. I
yeah.
guess that's normal.
Yeah, it's
for a lot
normal,
of people. Yeah.
I think the only reason I take it off is simply because I'm like I'm not aware of what the QR codes actually supply and
Yes.
and I'm like, you know what? It's just like how people have that thing where never take a photo of your boarding pass.
Yes, I was
Right.
just thinking of that.
Yeah.
I told Annie about it and she didn't believe me. And then
Yeah.
I looked it up and it's like totally true. Like the news are saying stop posting photos of your boarding pass with a little QR, like the
barcode or whatever.
barcode on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because it basically has all your passport information.
Yeah.
Pilots, we have a bunch of pilots watching and listening. You can correct us on this, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
when I looked it up, that was the case. And I'm
Yeah.
like, see, did you block the boarding pass with like
Yeah.
your finger or something?
Exactly. You know, just like be like, oh, look at my champagne with my passport, but who can't see the boarding pass?
Yes.
right over there. Yeah, so like these kinds of things. And I've also learned how a lot of the receipts you get at restaurants,
Yes.
the ones when they have like little carbon print on it,
Yes.
those can be recycled.
Yes.
And those annoy me because I get a
Yes.
shit ton of those. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, very annoying. It's
Yeah.
like they're like also like quite like thin paper, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's
So you
too
can't
weak to recycle.
I guess that, or maybe that type of paper is just not, you know, one of those things. But yeah.
Well,
that-
if people were asking, like, because I also, it sounded now that I'm just bragging about my genuine Hugo Boss T-shirt. There is a point of me saying this, and then we, of course, like, started talking about
Tangent.
others. Yeah,
Yeah.
tangent. So the reason I was mentioning it is because recently I watched a documentary on like the fake markets in China, which
Yeah.
was fascinating.
Yes.
I actually realized that there is a guy in Hong Kong who we are trying to get on the podcast now, whose job, he has a consultancy company, and his job is to go, he gets hired by brands and he goes into China, pretends to be, he's like basically investigative whatever.
Yeah.
And he gets hired by brands to go into China, pretends to be like a big wholesaler, and he tries to find their factories, and then works with the Chinese authorities to shut them down.
Whoa.
And he's like a big white guy, and he's genuinely like, he goes like undercover and stuff. He has like wigs and
Yeah.
it's fascinating.
Oh
yeah.
my God, dude. Like that's another level, man. When you're like sitting at home going like, you know, how can I fuck something up, man?
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
It's
And,
just
like-
one of the cool, like, I've always thought we have like, and we still do like have some of the coolest jobs ever, the stuff that we do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's a job I would be like, oh, I would trade lives with that guy.
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
be like, put on like a wig
Yeah,
and go to
yeah.
China and be like, I am a trader from the Middle East.
Dude, that'd
show
be
me
so
your
cool.
factories.
Like he's like, is it method acting? He has to be like,
Yeah.
he's like looking at the mirror like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I've done that in that mall.
Yeah.
No, they'll recognize the voice.
Yeah.
What is this?
Learn like a Russian accent.
Yeah,
This
he has
works for
like
like a month to sound like Borat.
Yeah, right? Goes in there one day, just becomes a Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I want to know. Something like that.
Yeah.
And the best thing is that maybe he keeps a whole log of which characters he used in which
He
malls.
has to, yeah.
Yeah,
This is not even like secret information. It's on the documentary that is on Netflix. I can find it and put it in the description of the episode. But yeah, like I recognize the he was being interviewed and it was like somewhere in Hong Kong, so I knew right away.
Oh, you recognize?
He was in
yeah.
Hong Kong, and then I looked him up, and yeah, he still has a consultancy here, and I'm like. And he's showing his wig collection and stuff.
Dude, that is
so cool.
You know, it's like playing video games when you
Yes.
make your character.
Yes.
And you're like ding 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 ding,
Yes.
trying to choose like a yellow wig.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
He's playing his own character
Yeah,
for a
he's
job. It's so cool.
Dude, this is what I mean. There's always value in everything.
Yes.
On one hand, you're like, this kid likes to cross dress. What the hell you're doing?
Yeah.
On the other hand, this guy gets paid bucks.
Yes.
To do exactly what a lot of people do just for fun for a party.
Yep.
He's like, no, I don't do that for fun. You pay me to do that.
You guys,
Wow.
if you are to, this is again not any secret information. I just looked up the company because the company is called Panoramic Consulting Limited.
Wow.
And it's he has an office on Davao Road. This is all public information. This is his own website.
Yeah.
And the guy's name is Theo. Cavoraz Jr. and Theodore Cavoraz Jr. Who knows if it's his real name?
Yeah.
But if you guys find the information, email him and tell him we want you on this podcast.
Yeah.
We did get in touch and we're hoping to hear back. But you can put some pressure on Theo and get him on our podcast because I would love to talk to that guy.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, the best thing is I can imagine the day came when he had to write that letter in school. But like, what do you want to do when you grow older?
It's so
right?
cool.
Everyone's like, I want to be a doctor.
Yeah,
I want to be a firefighter.
Yeah.
This guy's like, I'm going to shut down fake brands so I can help Hugo Bosses and all those luxury brands.
Yes, exactly. Which
is the best thing.
Questionable.
Right? It's like you have, let's say, this mom and pop shop in, let's say, mainland China, and they're working hard. They're like, you know what, son? We couldn't afford education for you.
Yeah.
But what we can do is that our hands are our skills. We can use our hands and create stuff. You see that item over there? That's so expensive. But with our hands, we can do this, son. Let's do this as a family tradition. The son's like, Daddy, that makes sense. I'm going to spend the next 10 years of my life trying to use my hands and get mastery over these.
Yes.
Right? They start getting, let's say, Gucci bags.
Yes.
And then they're like, let us mimic this thing.
Yeah.
And out of honor, I mean, after all, what's the word? Copying is like a flattery of like...
Copying is the highest form of flattery.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're like, we genuinely love you, Hugo Boss. Your stuff is fantastic to the point I want to dedicate my life to just be like you.
Yes.
But you'll never know who I am because I don't have this. So therefore, let me do the best next thing, which is I want to copy you out of true respect.
Yes.
And they're doing this. They're sitting over there. You've got this romantic, this collage of videos.
Yes,
where you have
the guys
family
like, many times, like, all the drafts are, like, getting thrown out. The scar is, like, not good enough.
No.
The dad's, like, cutting to the dad at 4 a.m. No!
Yeah,
Start
exactly,
over!
yeah. And you finally have the one, like, the kid over there is falling asleep next to the first, right?
Yes.
And the dad, like, sees him, like, puts a blanket over the
Yes.
kid. Right? And finally you cut to the shot where you have the kid fast asleep, and then the dad wakes up the next morning, he brushes his eyes, and he walks over to the lamp. The lamp's just right shining over the little handbag.
Yes.
Right? And he looks at it, he's like,
Approve.
yeah, he picks it up in the sunlight. He's looking at it and go like, wow. And then he looks at his kid and he has a tear down his eye. He's like, I think we did it.
Exactly.
We finally can Hugo Boss this. We do it. And then this fucking Theodore guy walks up and he's like, hey! Like today he decides to be like, I don't like a New York. Hey, what the hell is this, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he's not even doing that. He's like, I buy many of your products.
There's a hat. No, hold on. I'm trying to think like what kind of a character he needs to be this time. Okay, so with Hugo Boss, what do you think?
Maybe he sounds German.
I can't do that.
Me neither.
Get to the chopper. I have no idea.
So, just fucking Arnold.
Yeah. He goes there to the shop. He points out the item. They're looking at him and they're like, oh, this is for, let's say, 10,000 renminbi.
Yes.
He's like, shit, I don't have the money on me. I better go get something. So you know what he tells them? I'll be back.
I'll be back. I will go to Hong Kong, but I will be back.
Yeah, exactly. He comes back with 10,000 renminbi and then they like look at him and like, and they're like getting suspicious. Like, I don't know, this guy doesn't seem German. Huh?
Yeah. Germany ran, whatever.
Yeah, and Theo realizes like, shit, my cover's gonna get blown and everything. And out of just pure anxiety and worry of like, I gotta prove to them I have something European.
Yeah.
He gets the bag, and before he runs off, he says, "Hasta la vista, baby."
This is probably in a fake market on the border of Hong Kong, so you can run back so quickly.
Yeah, the best thing is that he doesn't have to run back because he has like these dual license plates.
Yes.
So he can actually hop onto his motorbike.
Oh, he definitely has one. He would have one.
Yeah, he hops on his motorbike.
Yes.
Yeah, he has his sunglasses on. He's just driving ahead.
Yes.
And for some reason,
he has the electronic toll gate thing. So he doesn't have
he goes
to
straight in. Yeah. And for some reason, someone that just looks like John Connor sits on his bike as well. He's like, what the fuck? Yeah, and then that all happens, and he comes back home. And he's like, I could do this for a living.
Yes. This was too much fun.
Yeah.
I have to do this for a living now.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy job. One of the crazier jobs I've heard of recently. When I was living in Shanghai, and old Shanghai hands would know that, we used to have a huge market on West Nanjing Road, which is the biggest, one of the biggest commercial roads in Shanghai. And it was basically, we just called it the fake market because that's what it was.
Yeah.
Now it's shut down. Like a few years ago, before I moved here, the Shanghai authorities started like cleaning up. So there was that big fake market was shut down, but it was one of the main stops for anyone visiting from outside of Shanghai. You take them there.
Oh yeah, you have to go check it out. You're like, whoa,
check it out.
Yeah,
I remember even taking my brother around, and whoever was visiting, and you can get everything.
Yeah.
Like starting from, I remember like back in the day, the good old days, 2014, 15, you can get a flashlight that is also a proper taser. Like a legit, like you can kill somebody with it.
This is such a mainland Chinese mentality of like, let's take 3 items that sell well, combine them, and hopefully sell 3 times the price.
Yep.
But sell for that one the same price for
Dude,
the
it was a proper weapon.
Yeah.
Like it's like a really strong flashlight, and he just like you switch the button, and it goes just like the you can also see it like the movies. You're just seeing electric shock on it, and it's like how the fuck. And of course, I bought one.
Yeah.
And you usually go for like 10%.
Yeah.
And then what happened is that a couple of years later, like back in Egypt, like the security was not that great. So I started like,
you could take it out?
Yeah, well,
you could put,
I tried.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I actually went like, I was just gonna buy a bunch of my cousins, my female cousins. They can just all keep them in their pocket, in their purses, which would be cool.
So wait. So the torch does work simultaneously with the taser as well?
You can do both.
Oh, okay, that's good because you want to see your enemy get tased.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay. I want to make sure.
Yeah, just like one of those like generic like flashlight with like black.
Yeah.
And then you switch the button and now you can also tase somebody.
Light and tase.
Yes.
Dude, that is so cool. Like to see the expression on their face.
Yes, exactly. As you're seeing it very clearly.
Yeah.
So I tried to go back to Egypt one time, and it was in my like not even the carry-on. It was in the checked luggage.
Yeah.
And they, how like sometimes they send it back, and then they're like, oh, you have to go see like something is wrong in your in your suitcase.
Yeah.
And they go out, and the security guy just like takes it out.
Oh.
And he goes, "This is a weapon." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why it's in my checked luggage, not like
in my hand carry." Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I'm not stupid enough to take it on the plane.
Yeah.
And he's like, "That is a proper weapon that you cannot fly with." I'm like. And then I told him I bought it from here.
Wait. Security as in which before you boarded?
Airport.
Before you boarded.
Yes, yeah.
How do you get to? How do they? So
So when you check in, at least in Shanghai, they send the suitcase to like a little quick scan thing, and you have to wait until they clear you, and then they give you the...
I think the reason, because you go to your check-in counter and your suitcase goes and you walk into the departure hall, right?
Yes.
But in Shanghai or whatever, they have this thing because they're like, everyone is fucking buying tasers.
Yeah, exactly. People are flying with actual weapons.
Yeah, like we actually have to just immediately check the suitcase.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, unlike everywhere else in the world where it's unlikely they have tasers,
Yes.
seems to be like the likeliness is like, yep, we have another one taser.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
And I actually told them, I'm like, I didn't like push back. I'm like, I know it's a taser, but also bought it legally in China.
Yeah.
Like I bought it here. I'm not trying to smuggle it.
Yeah.
And he goes, no. And he's like, when I push back, I'm like, can you keep it here? And then when I come back, I'll take it. Sometimes they confiscate something, but if it's not illegal, you can keep it at the airport or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. But then he was like, no, we're gonna definitely confiscate this and you're not gonna get it back. And if you give us more trouble, we're gonna like start like a case of like smuggling weapons. I'm like, sorry. All right.
Wow.
But then part of the cleanup was I went back to the fake market because I really wanted one.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of it. So I
That
might have started.
That store is gone.
The store, not just the store, that particular item, because they used to sell them
That is
everywhere.
crazy.
Yeah,
You could just buy a taser.
a proper taser.
You know what's funny though? Like we're losing our shit over a taser.
Yes.
But like, let's say someone, let's say in the States, is listening to this, they're like, I can buy a gun.
Yes.
Fuck are you talking about tasers?
Jeff Ross has a great bit about how Walmart sells booze until midnight, sells sells guns for 24 hours.
Yeah.
If you want to drink after midnight, you just buy a gun and rob Walmart. It's just like,
Yeah, right there, man.
Just right
The
there.
logic makes
It's
sense.
Just,
Oh,
airtight
God.
logic.
Yeah.
So it also speaks to everything about America. It's just completely fucked.
Yeah, it's just like the priorities are completely wrong, man.
Yes, exactly.
Oh God.
But yeah, so they used to have these fake markets. Now they're gone. Now I think they are on like closer, like obviously in Guangzhou and stuff, and closer to the border here. Have you ever bought like something from the fake markets on the Chinese side? Like when you were
I've never done because like I think I was too young when that was the thing to do.
Yeah.
I do know a lot of relatives who would frequently go to China claiming they're going just for a meal or business or whatever.
Yes.
And I'm like, but you have a lot of Gucci bags. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't really think you can afford that many Gucci bags.
Yeah.
And you could there was something off about it. You're just like, I don't know, the shimmer just doesn't seem right.
yeah.
Or like
Sometimes the glue is like showing a little bit more. Yeah.
I think the one thing though is that it's that shame in people's eyes when they know that like this is a fake.
Yes, I'm a fraud. Like,
Yeah.
like you can tell that.
can tell.
Like, yeah.
There's a certain they're like, please don't look at that bag's too long. Please don't look at it. Oh my god, he's looking at it. Oh shit,
Yes,
that little
yes.
fear. Whereas someone has a real thing, we were like, that's right, you look at that bag. Damn straight.
I had one at Manila airport that I took a photo of and posted it on my Instagram. I will show this on the screen as well. On the edit, it will be on the main screen. It's YST. It's Yves Saint Trudeau. And I'm like, I love this.
You said Laurent. Let's see. What's the T? Trudeau's also
Yes, it's supposed to obviously be YSL.
Yeah.
And then it's like a proper, like a full T.
That's smart.
And I'm like, all right, at least you're not really hiding it.
I think that's probably clearly one of those loopholes, you know.
Yes.
So instead of Hugo Boss, we're called Hugo Boss.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like we had like when you go to the equivalent of the fake market in like third world countries, you can get like the really bad ripoffs. And we like growing up, I would see someone like wearing like slippers that are like not even like Adibus, but it's like not even close to the word.
Yeah.
It
They'll
just
have like
looks the
4
same.
stripes. Like what?
4 stripes, but then like the word is completely butchered. I'm like, and I always thought like maybe like Theodore, if he comes on, he can tell us how it works, because I'm like, are the fake ones also like ripping off each other? That's why you can't have. Oh yeah. You know what I mean? Like Adibus is,
and this is like Abibus.
Yes, so Abibus is suing Adibus. Is that what's happening?
That could be it. Yeah. That I mean. I think that's probably a legal loophole of like a gray area where like, well, it's not Adidas, it's Adibus, so you can't stop me.
But then the Adibus guy is like, hey man, I am Adibus. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea, but I think definitely like, if you ask me just purely from instinctive guessing, I'd be like, well, no, it's not. I don't copy you. I have 4 stripes. You have 3. You don't own stripes.
I saw one that was like a really good North Face ripoff. Unfortunately, I don't remember. I think it was like a really good like.
Let me guess. The name is North Race.
Something like that. It was. I don't remember.
Oh,
no,
damn
it's
it.
not North Race, but it's something so clever. I'm like, fuck, that's good.
Man.
If you have seen, obviously, a lot of China, like people have been around China for a long time, have seen like this post. Like sometimes you take a photo. There is the Shanghai Observed Instagram account is a good one for this. But in general, people have seen like fake like jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Write in if you remember your favorite ones, especially with brands that are like a little different. I remember Nick was
of Nike. Yeah. I remember when I was younger, definitely 2 things. There were 2 incidents I recall right now. Number 1, remember Reebok pumps?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So I could never afford Reebok pumps. My parents were like, hell no. That's insane.
Yes.
However, they got me Yamasakis. Okay. Which were like just basically some bullshit brand or whatever, right? The thing I used to do. Is I would go to school. My friends had Reebok pumps and everything. Yeah, and the Reebok pump thing is like on the little tongue area. You got that little pump thing. And like fill up your shoe, right?
Yes.
So the Yamasakis, it was Yamasakis.
Yeah.
The sides of it had some extra padding. So I would tell them
Yeah.
that if I press the padding on the side, it pumps my shoe
Yes,
just like
yes.
Reebok pumps. Right? My friend's like, really? I'm like, yeah, see, it's this tighter. They're like, huh?
Sure.
And this purely came from me being so ashamed
Yes.
that
of
I
course.
was like, oh shit, I really have it's not even like a fake one that looks like the real one. This literally is telling you the brand has nothing like it.
Yes.
That's one. The other one was the I remember Ladies Market.
Yes.
Before they would have a lot of fake stuff.
So that's also a bit cleaned up now.
It's cleaned up now.
Yeah.
But you do get like those handbaggy things. But I'm guessing you'll see YST.
Yes.
You won't
yes.
see YSL.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because
yes.
you can't sell that kind of fake
Yeah.
thing, right? But what I do remember though is like back in the day, I think when I was listening to Korn, that was a time when like the Adidas, you know those button-on pants, the ones that
Yeah.
have the buttons on the side.
Yes. So
that was a
silly.
big trend.
Yes.
And I remember watching the NBA, and all these NBA players were just like, before they get onto court to play,
Yes.
they just rip their pants up, and just go on and play. I'm like, oh my God,
want that.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
When I'm at school and I get to play in the basketball pitch,
Yeah.
I can't get up and undo my pants.
yeah. Yes.
I'm in the court, man,
Yeah.
you know? So I remember telling my
Come
mom,
on,
like,
it's too easy.
Yeah, like, come on, man. And I remember seeing that. And then when I saw, let's say, Korn, Jonathan, the vocalist from Korn, he was wearing them. I'm like, oh my God,
Yes.
Korn's, oh my God.
Yeah,
And
it's all of your words colliding.
every world
Yes,
colliding.
yeah.
I'm like, that has to happen. That needs
Yes.
to happen. And I remember I told my mom, and I saw something similar in Ladies Market. We got it, and at that time I wasn't observant enough. I thought, oh, maybe because they don't have a shop,
Yeah.
they're cheaper.
Yes,
When you
yes.
actually have it in a shop, it's like 5 times the price.
Yes, they're paying rent or
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
like, okay, that makes sense. You know, I
Yes.
got it, and then I remember getting it, and then it was probably like either the stripes were wrong or
Yeah.
something like that. And I went to school going like, oh shit, man,
Yeah.
yo, call me into the court. Come on,
Yeah.
and I do that, and like people look at me like, wait.
all the buttons flying out.
yeah.
I
Something
mean,
weird would happen, and I
yes.
was like, "Oh shit, this is
Yeah.
not the real thing."
Yeah.
My friends looking at me like, "Did you get a fake one?" I'm like, "No,
No?
no. Why would I get a? No, I got
Yeah.
the real deal." They're like,
Yeah.
"No, it's not. Look at this." I'm like, "Oh shit." Yeah. So I
That
remember.
explains so much about you now, about how everything you have is
Yeah.
authentic.
Oh yeah. Like,
Once you start having a little bit of money, you're like, I'm gonna buy the good software,
Yeah.
the good like game.
Absolutely, man. Like I'll tell you this though, it half of it also is the fact that I need things to just work.
Yes.
So I'll give you an example. Like I'm sure all of us done this when we were young. We always got like pirated video games and everything, right?
course.
That was the thing. It was like the beginning was the floppy disk copying. In Hong Kong, there were shops that would sell
Yes.
computer gadgets and everything.
Yes.
And they would have a full booklet of catalog of
Yes.
games.
Yeah, and you can just copy it on another flop. They copy it for you.
Yeah. You can actually bring your own floppy disk.
Yes.
Or they have floppy disks you can buy, and then you can do that. I'm like,
Yes.
I remember playing this game, for example, like when I was young, I played games by LucasArts. If anyone recognizes that, my God, you're awesome. And I would play those games. And
What is the game?
LucasArts would basically George Lucas. He had a
Okay.
game company, right?
Yeah, okay.
And they came out with a bunch of games where it's like these puzzle games. In other words, adventure games.
Okay.
You got to walk around town, solve problems, right?
Nice.
Very creatively.
Yes.
And I keep saying, and many people have asked me this, like, those games have shaped why I think the way I think.
Huh?
All right, which is why I'm such a pro gamer guy. As I
Right.
tell your kids to play games,
Yes,
it's gonna
yes.
shape the way they think. They're gonna see the world differently and everything.
Right.
All right. Anyway, so I copied all that stuff to the point that even the manuals they would photocopy in black and white.
Yeah.
Because back then, video games, what they would have like LucasArts especially, would have some of these codes in the beginning to have to play the game. So we know you don't have to pirate a copy.
Activate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
but it was an actual physical thing that you have to spin a dial or whatever.
Huh?
Yeah. So what it would be
Wow.
like. So I'll give you an example, right? Monkey Island used to have this little sundial where they would have, let's say, the sundial would have on the bottom dial is a top of the head. The top dial is the bottom of the head, and they would show a combination of like monkey head combined with fish head.
That's
What's
so
the
interesting.
code?
Yes,
You
yes,
know?
yeah.
And so you would actually have to photocopy that dial
Yes.
and cut your own so you could spin it around.
Yes.
You know, I did all that stuff.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. I remember that, man.
And then so the shop would sell you the
photocopy.
The photocopy.
Yeah. And then you would go home and cut it up and
Yes,
then
yes.
Put it all to punch it all together
Yeah.
so you could spin the dial.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember similarly to that, like when I would buy like new computer or whatever, like maybe like 2 when I was like growing up. So the second one comes with like a Windows, but it's a trial thing. And then after like 30 days, they're like, enter the activation code.
you're like,
So now we have to go online and just like Google like Windows activation code, and you get like so many like fake pages and stuff. And you have, I must have spent literally weeks
trying which one works.
Yes, copying each one of them. And then some of them back then you don't have a credit card as a kid. Some of them would like ask you for a credit card, and you're like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So you start looking for fake credit card numbers.
Oh my god, really? I've never gone that far, but wow.
Yeah, as a teenager, you just tried everything.
Yeah.
Like anything that needed a credit card, then you're stuck. Then you actually go on like what we had then was like chat rooms of ICQ and Pal Talk.
Oh, so ask people.
Are you familiar with Pal Talk?
Pal Talk? No, I see you definitely.
Yeah, so Pal Talk was, I guess, like third word, like chat rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
And, again, as a kid, this is a weird tangent, but as a kid, sometimes you walk into the wrong room and it's actual pedophiles.
Oh my god!
And you're like,
fuck. No ASL, no ASL.
No ASL, exactly. And then you go into the rooms where they're like, it's like hackers, but they're like bullshit hackers. Click on this link and get like the credit card number, and you click on it and you just go into a weird rabbit hole. And then this is all to try to get a credit card to get the fake Windows serial number so you can put it on your real Windows.
Yeah.
And hope for
use
the best.
it, yeah. Oh my god.
Ages.
Yeah.
And then maybe one of them would hit eventually. Like, holy shit, I
It
now
worked,
have like a real
yeah.
Windows.
Yeah. Oh my
I
god.
have no idea how much time we wasted
Yeah.
doing this.
But then when you're a kid, you're like, screw it, I can spend the whole day to save $10.
Yeah. I don't have that.
I don't have to buy, and there's no way I can get it. Yeah, there's no way I can make $10. There's no way. So I can stay here all day, or I could, get a job. I can't get a job. I'm too young.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. The software wise, definitely nowadays though, there still is like obviously with the torrents. So when Napster came out, with the whole Metallica thing suing them and everything. Which I'll be honest with you, when Napster first came out, on one hand they did kind of what Spotify and all of them are doing now. It's just that no one was getting paid for that, right?
Yes.
However, you can now suddenly have access to all this different music. You're like, I've never heard of this. This is awesome.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you, Napster. When I found a band or a song that I really liked, I would actually want to save money to buy the CD.
Nice.
Because I want to own it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Nowadays, oddly enough, with Spotify and stuff, I don't want to go out and buy the CD.
Yeah, because
space.
Yes.
And also, I don't have a CD player.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm like, well, it's all there.
It's all
fine.
there. There's
Yeah.
no
Why would I?
point.
Yeah. It's more convenient here instead.
Well, it goes back also to the Hong Kong space issue, because even if you are to like collect CDs or whatever, you're just like,
I don't know where to put it.
You don't know where to put it.
Yeah.
I was a LimeWire guy.
Oh,
so LimeWire was another thing that you like go on and then you like download like, the new Britney Spears song or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, but then you're like, oh, it's only 1 minute. So sometimes it just give you like a little thing. But then at some point also LimeWire just gave up on trying to be legit.
Yeah.
And all the music was pirated.
Yeah.
And I think that's when they got in real trouble, because the artists, like the production companies came for them. But like all my music was on this sounds like such a nostalgic episode, because you download them from LimeWire, but you don't play it on LimeWire. You play it on Winamp.
Winamp, yeah. Winamp. This is something the llama has asked. Or something, right? Yeah.
And if you're really cool, you can change the Winamp skin.
Yeah. And you make your own as well if you want to.
You can make your own. Yeah. I wasn't that. You were the nerd.
Yeah,
do that.
I would do that.
Yeah, I would just download skins. I'm like, oh, the new Winamp is like
shit,
old fire. Yeah.
Like it's playing with. Yeah. It's so stupid, man. But yeah.
So going back to the fake products between Hong Kong and mainland. So according to the documentary, there is still like malls like right on the Loho border.
Yeah.
That you can just go and like get stuff from, like, because in Hong Kong it's tighter, right? Like the authorities. But then there they say that when you go and you like the authorities go and shut down the whole street, the next week it just sprawls back up.
Yeah.
So it's like they're describing it as a game of whack-a-mole. It's just
yeah.
It's
This one,
impossible.
yeah. I mean, I think isn't that like with a lot of, let's say, websites and everything, they try to block it. They're like, yeah, we just go over there. I mean, nowadays, obviously, the kids know torrents and everything.
Yes.
And with a lot of websites, with torrent sites, they shut it off. Like, let's say, torrent super.com torrentsuper.com.
Yes.
Next week, torrentsuper.net.
Yes.
Torrentsuper.me.
XYZ.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
forget it, dude.
Well, as long as because a lot of these servers are in like Russia and
Yeah, you
Ukraine
can't
and
do
stuff.
nothing with it, yeah.
You can't do anything, and sometimes it's actually like almost a state-sponsored thing when they like want to fuck with America or
Could be,
Europe
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So they're just letting it slide.
Yeah.
But for the actual physical products, I also kind of get it sometimes because when you're looking at the luxury items like this, and it's like, okay, I like the design or whatever. I don't remember how much this was. It was not crazy expensive, but it was like maybe 1,000 Hong Kong dollars.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a t-shirt. And then you can go there and you're like, okay. When you're really thinking about it, it's like, oh, am I benefiting Hugo Boss, like a crazy company, like big company in Germany, or like a factory in China where maybe it's supporting like a few other families, and I'm saving like 90% of it.
Yeah.
So the logic or the morality of it is not so clear cut of like I should support. It's like why also?
Yeah.
Luxury brands are also polluting the planet.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the thing with a lot of luxury brands. You get to a point where you're like, this is not functional. This is pure just luxury.
Yes.
So like, I'll put it this way. I would not spend a lot of money on, let's say, a Hugo Boss t-shirt.
Yes.
Because I'm like, it's just a t-shirt.
Yes.
I may spend a lot of money on a Hugo Boss suit.
Yeah.
There's a difference. The reason why is because the suit has a certain cut, a certain this and that.
Yes.
The t-shirt, how much creativity can you go?
Yes.
And if I'm paying that much money for just a print, I'm like, man, that's not going to do it for me.
Yes.
Right? Reverse it, like I'm willing to pay more for, let's say, Dyson vacuum cleaner.
Yes.
Versus like another brand that kind of copied the same thing. Two reasons. Number one, because I believe that their technology can't really be copied to that level. And number two, I'm like, they did come up with this thing, so I want to give it to them as well.
Yes.
And also, we are both like creative people. Therefore, we're like, yeah, well,
Yes.
I get
you have
the
to
feeling
reward
there.
that exactly. Someone like spends so much time and effort. There is also the element of risk when it comes to the appliances. I think I might have shared it here like a few months ago. I had like a second hand like a blender, like a cake blender thing.
Yeah.
And it basically literally just caught fire while I was using it. Part of the reason is also I was like the wire was like a little bit cut, and I think it touched. It just like created like
spark,
a spark. But then once it did, it's like while I was using it, the inside of it just started like
smoke and everything. You're like, yeah, shit,
and everything. That's what I'm like. Should not buy like a cheap one next time because they're gonna just explode and fucking flew in my eye. Or
That's actually one of the things as well for me now. Yeah, nowadays I'm looking at more from a functional convenience point of view where I'm like, you know what, dude, saving let's say $200, but potentially having that another problem happen, let's say 2 weeks down the line. I'm like, I can't do that.
I bought one going back to the Shanghai fake market. I bought one. Like a very fake Dr. Dre, like when they were Monster Beats, when they were like Rage.
The headphone,
That's a very popular item, and at least back then in the Chinese fake market. Super popular. All kind of Dr. Dre like headphones and like even the little ones. But then I realized also like how fake it was because I would go to like the what we have back home is called Virgin Megastore, and when they sell the real item,
you can see it.
So I actually walked in with my fake Dr. Dre. I was like, oh, I'm cool. I'm like one of my first visits back to Egypt. I'm like, I live in China now. I have money. And I'm wearing this like clearly fake one. But it looks the same, right?
Yeah.
But then they make you like they have it on display so you can test it. So I took off my fake one and they put on the real one.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, the difference.
The feel, everything, right?
The difference. Like it's actually also like heavier.
Yeah.
And of course the sound blocking, even back in the day, was amazing. In comparison to mine, that it's actually not just that it doesn't block anything. I realized because I put it on my little brother, and then I realized that you can hear from outside of it.
Inside. Shit.
So the whole neighborhood can hear what you're listening to.
And you're walking in, they're like, this guy can't even keep the beat up, man.
Can't keep the beat up.
He's out of sync. What the hell, man?
But clearly, no real headphones would like leak that much sound.
It shouldn't, unless they're like what they call the open-ended ones or open ones. But I know what you mean.
Do they actually have that? Like,
there are, So if you want to get geek it out, basically there are certain headphones that I forget what the word is. It's open ear, whatever, right?
Sure.
The idea is that you actually hear music better because you hear from a space, so it actually is opened up and you listen to it that way versus like those ones that are compressed into your ear right now.
Okay.
So if you want to hear like better quality music, especially where there's open ones.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I don't think that was on purpose.
That was
for
not.
my fake
that was
Dr.
not. That
Dre
wasn't
one.
the objective. It just was leaking. That's what it was. It wasn't open. It was leaking.
It was leaking so much that I was like, fuck. All right.
Yeah. It's like saying, it's always good to open your window for fresh air.
Yes.
But when you close the window and the water seeps in, that's not the objective here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, it's better to have fresh air. I'm like, yes, but we're closing the window and we're hoping to keep it closed.
Yes.
Right now, we want closed.
I'm trying to think of other fake items that I bought over the years.
Are you more of a hardware fake item or like software fake item guy?
I think hardware. Because you were mostly software.
Well,
right?
when I was young, because like there was no real hardware I needed or could do anything with anyway. Because you can't really get like a fake mouse. It's either a mouse or not, right?
Yes.
So that stuff, if you wanted that,
I mean, you can. It's just like it's gonna do the same function.
You get my point. A lot of the hardware-wise, I wasn't really big on the fake one. I would get maybe different brands, not like the top brand. For example, I may not get, let's say, an HP computer.
Yes.
I may build my own.
Yes.
Right? So you save on the brand of HP, that kind of thing. I was never into Apple computers.
Me neither. I still actually to this day never owned an Apple product in my life.
Yeah.
And in a short stint working for the coffee company, they gave me like a MacBook, but there was like a company laptop, and I handed it back. So it still we didn't own it, and still to this day, not even a single Apple product. I am very anti-Apple until they approach us and sponsor us. In which case, all of this will get deleted. But until then, Apple, not a fan.
Yeah, I had only one Apple laptop one time because I need to know what's this big deal about every designer, this and that.
What was your experience like?
It was okay. Back then Windows wasn't as stable as it is now. So therefore, this was everything just works. And I enjoyed the fact that it had certain animations when Windows would pop up and everything. I was like, oh, I get it's a full experience.
Yes.
That's when I learned the difference. Like Windows back then was just like window, do this, open, do. Whereas Mac is like, here's a window.
Yes.
We're gonna do this now.
Right,
that's happening. We're loading. Take a moment. And I was like, oh, that's the difference. That's what people like so much about it. But was it like, did it make my designs better? Did it help me? No, not at all.
Yeah.
So therefore I got one.
Well, the whole thing for them, as far as I understand, is that they're also supposed to be like, we can't get viruses, right?
That was the whole thing back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that still true for like iPhones and stuff?
I'm not too sure now because I'm sure.
Anyone write in, let us know. Does your iPhone get viruses? Is that like one of the main selling points?
I have no clue. Now that you put it, I'm like, yeah. Then again, I haven't heard about getting viruses in a long time now.
That's true. Yeah. I think everything now gets like verified or
Antivirus,
whatever. Yeah. But going back to like speaking of Apple, that's another big market in mainland as well.
Yeah.
Like the fake Apple product.
Oh, yeah,
and again, it's a cat and mouse game of like, the bigger cities. Like you can't have like a fake Apple store in like Shanghai.
Yeah.
But you can definitely have one in like a village in Guangdong province.
Yeah.
And then you see like, the logo upside down and you go there. It's like everything is like, oh. And then, the smaller ones, they try to also, because the English usually makes it look more legit.
Yeah.
But most of the time there's like a typo somewhere.
Oh, Apple.
Exactly. Either Apple, which is ironically how we say Apple back home because we don't have the P sound.
Yeah.
So Apple is actually a perfectly legit store.
And that store in China that's got the fake Apple is only filled with Egyptians.
Exactly.
They're like, oh,
Apple store is here.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
But even some of the taglines can be quite ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they're like, the Apple would never say that. No, not that way.
Yeah, but they'll say some shit. You're like, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's a quote. Yeah.
So many fake brands. One of my favorite ones are also like back in Egypt. They have the rip off of Puma, which is Buma.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Again,
right
it's the same thing.
All Egyptians only.
Well, it's funny enough. Buma in Arabic means an owl. So they just completely changed the animal to like a boomer.
Okay, I guess we're doing that now.
Yes, exactly. I'm just change the logo as well.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I guess in that sense, that could be a new adventure for people to go check out.
Yes.
Like, can you spot the fake? Can you find the fakes and like make that like one of a tour?
Yes.
Yeah. The genuine
the tour
fake tour.
Yes, the genuine fake tour is actually a good name for a comedy special.
Yeah.
The genuine fake.
Yeah.
But if now that like traveling is obviously to mainland so easy, even for like people like Hong Kong people with a card, like you can just go whatever.
Yeah.
I highly encourage you, if you are in China, and take a photo of the most ridiculous fake item that you see and send it to us. Funny Vivek, the other Mohammed, find us online and send it to us, and we'll repost it. I would love for this to take off, just like the most absurd, like fake products. Until we get Theodore on the podcast. go go find. Maybe I should not say that. Just do it for the goof. Don't actually buy fake items because if they explode, they can bring this as evidence
to us. Yeah, but no, don't.
Exactly. Don't buy explosion appliances. But maybe just like a T-shirt or something.
That's good enough.
Or take a photo. They don't actually like the photos that much as well. They're like, I don't know, no photos. But in Hong Kong, we can't really find a lot of these like.
No, not much anymore. At least like not obvious.
Yeah.
They might have like I'm sure there's like fake Jordans and stuff like that. But you have to probably go take the lift to go up to some building.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those. I guess.
Yeah. The fake like sneakers and stuff.
Yeah.
So you can still get them, but it's just a bit harder to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what genuine item you can buy is comedy show tickets. They are very hard to fake because we don't have physical tickets. You could just buy it online and it will come straight to us. And unlike the big companies, they come straight to the artist at the venue, but mostly the venue and some for us, but you just come to a comedy show. What do you have coming up?
So right now I'm still getting prepared for my upcoming Australia New Zealand tour.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, getting ready for that. I'll be there for the whole month of April and the beginning of May. Then I come back to Hong Kong. Then I have my LCSD solo Cantonese show in end of June, which should be announced at the end of Feb, which means probably this coming week.
Yes.
And those are the two main big things that's on my list.
And people would find all of this information on your website.
Yeah, on my Instagram, Funny Vivek, website funnyvivek.com. Basically, it'll be announced over there.
Nice.
All Cantonese based right now, but who knows? English will come later on.
Yeah. I mean, we also have obviously a lot of locals listening and watching. We at Backstage Comedy have a bunch of stuff coming up. This week, we have Anirban Das Gupta coming from India, headlining on the 1st of March. 8th of March, we have Rizal Van Gazel coming from Malaysia. 15th of March, we have Mahesh Mansagani, one of the OG comedian in Hong Kong. Unfortunately, is leaving after so many years. And it's going to be his last show. If you have seen Mahesh before, absolutely wonderful guy. Also just super lovely. So come say bye to Mahesh. 22nd, I forgot 22nd we have a regular showcase, and then in mid-April we have one of our biggest bookings so far is Jiao Ying Summers coming, the social media sensation, coming all the way from LA, doing a bunch of shows with us mid-April, and that is already on sale. So catch her shows. Those shows will sell out, and they're at Base Hall, which for her is not very big. So please get in early. We also have VIP tickets where you can take photos with her after the show. So grab your tickets. See Jiao Ying Summers. We still have a bunch of other announcements to make. So this year is going to be big. I am also confirmed to open for my friend Paul Taylor in May. Paul, if you are not familiar with him, is the biggest English-speaking comedian inside France. He's actually a British comedian, but he performs mostly in French. And he's touring in English, and he is coming here in May at the art center in Wan Chai.
Oh, nice.
And he's a friend of mine. He actually, we chatted a little bit. He doesn't usually have an opening act, and it's just messages like, hey, can I open? He's like, absolutely. So he just threw me on the show. It's going to be wonderful. So look up Paul Taylor's show as well, and I will be opening. So bunch of cool stuff. Find us online. Thanks for all the support, and we will see you at a show.